Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagger-tastic video. It's I, your friend, the one, the only, Z-A single got Zaggard, and I am joined with
Claire. Hi again.
And we have just watched Hunter x Hunter, and we watched the next two arcs in the series, the Zoldyck family arc and the Heaven's Arena arc. And some people don't even consider the Zoldyck family arc an arc because it's so short. Like
it's really small.
Yeah, they literally just go there, they push a door, and then they leave.
Yeah, it feels like on the way to this destination, we stopped for a little at a rest stop.
Yeah, we got some gas or something.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still important because obviously without this arc, Kilo wouldn't be there with them.
Yeah, and it does show Leo Reo and Kurapika getting quite a bit stronger, along with Gon.
That's true.
And it does impact to the next arc. And then the next arc is an actual full-grown arc where a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
You learn about a big part of the world, and
you see them again. They're getting stronger.
Yeah. Well, you see everybody getting stronger except for Leo Rio. You know he's getting stronger, but you don't see him.
Well, it's just like when you learn about Nen.
Yeah, Nen which
is a huge deal.
It's one of the most complex and interesting magic systems.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't think it is pretty complex, I would say.
Yeah,
given how I didn't think that the series was going to be that complex. It's not complex enough for me to be I don't want to watch this. But I didn't expect it.
Yeah, and they do a good job of not bombarding you with a bunch of information. Just absorb all this. They're here's this.
It's still an easy watch.
And you're going to learn more as you continue on.
Yeah. It's still an easy watch, and even though I was hoping for something a little more light after One Piece, it's still it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
It's pretty simple still.
Yeah.
Compared to some magic systems. Some magic systems are this is so complex, I have no idea what's going on, and I just give up.
You're totally, man. I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I had a friend once tell me about a magic system from this series he liked, and it was you have to do this thing, you do this thing, and you have to do this thing. I'm I don't even care anymore, dude.
Yeah.
You just have enjoyed that.
Yeah, you're you lost me after the second thing. It's like when you ask them for directions and they go really fast.
They're oh, you gotta go right, and then you gotta go left, and then you gotta do 3 hops up and down,
yeah,
then you gotta go into the sewer grate.
Find that tree with the other tree next to that bush.
And you gotta find the knife that lines up perfectly with the Death Star.
Exactly.
Terrible directions.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll start with the Zoldyck family arc. It's a really arc.
Yes, I would call this dysfunctional family arc.
Yeah, that's another way to put it. It's
just a common thing in anime, but they're pretty dysfunctional.
Yeah, they're pretty dysfunctional.
They're pretty messed up, yeah.
It's a really good arc, though. It's a good short story because you get to learn more about Killua. You get to see what his family is like, how rich they are, and more importantly, how powerful they are.
Yeah.
That whole thing with just a testing gate. How they have that old man who has to train pretty much every week just to be able to push one door open.
Yeah, that's right. And then if he doesn't...
the giant dog Mike.
Well, yeah, and also he'll be fired.
Yeah.
Or that, a little lower stakes. But he doesn't want to lose that job.
Yeah,
it's a good gig.
It's a good gig, and he seems like a really nice man, of course.
Yeah.
He's Kido has never had friends over before, and it's very nice to see that.
Yeah, because his parents are crazy people who just wouldn't let him have a social life at all.
They want him to become the next leader of their assassin family.
Yeah.
And assassins can't have the weakness of, what if I hurt this person?
Well, yeah, but it's what, does no one in his family have friends? I guess not.
Sort of. You'll see. There is a character that does have a friend later, but that's not for another 3 arcs.
Yeah.
So, not for a bit.
All I know is the mom is batshit crazy.
Yeah, the mom is definitely one of the worst of them. It's the mom and the chubby brother.
Yeah, I mean, he's
But he's just annoying.
He's more so just annoying, not an actual, threat.
Yeah.
It's not really a threat, but...
And she's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and she's unpredictable is the thing. He's annoying, but she's also unpredictable, which makes her scarier.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But we get that, and then we have a nice scene with Killua talking to his dad for the first time as father and son. He even says so, we've never had a conversation like this. Let's have one.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very short scene, but it was nice. He's tell me all about your friend Gon. That's why he lets him leave.
Yeah.
But he's also he'll come back, because he's my son.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what he knows. Which, he might be right. We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't think it'll be soon, because otherwise Kilo only got her on the show.
Yeah, that would be...
That'd be stupid.
So then the story ends, and we go to Heaven's Arena, where Killua is training Gon to be strong enough to be able to punch Hisoka. because Gohan has put a restriction on himself that he's not going to use his hunter's license until he gives Hisoka back that tag from the test. And Hisoka said, "You can give that back to me when you punch me like this." And then he just knocks him out.
KO! Yeah. I know what you meant. Like the scene of the
a punch.
He just punches him and he flies backwards, I think.
Yeah, I said knockout because my brain is just like, if you get punched that hard, you get knocked out. Like,
but he did not knock him out. Though he did do like way more damage than he ever did before to Hisoka. Gone.
What are you talking about?
He did way more damage to Hisoka in that.
When are you talking about?
In the arena when he finally punches him.
I'm not talking about the arena.
Oh.
You're ahead of me. I'm all the way back in the previous
one. What are you talking about?
I was talking about when Hisoka punched Gohan.
I know! I thought you were talking about that.
No, I'm not.
I thought you moved. Okay, yeah. You said knockout, which he did knock out. Gohan.
No, I remember he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Remember? Yeah, Hisoka was like, you know, most people would wake up in about a week, so I give him.
No, that was from the toxin. Remember, because he got poisoned by that other guy right before that.
Oh, I thought he also got knocked out though.
No.
We'll play the clip.
Play the clip.
We'll see who's right, and then we'll have put a thing over who's right. Who's right? Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
吹き矢に塗られた毒は筋弛緩系だそうだ。通常なら回復に10日くらいかかるらしい。残り3日。君ならまあ動けるようになるだろう。
I've seen the scene 3 times.
It's gonna be embarrassing if it's not. If
true.
you lose.
That's
saying.
True. It would be like getting not remembering that rock type is strong against bug type. That would be.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing if I was not completely new to Pokemon.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Really, good thing that never happened.
Phew.
Anyways.
If it happened to you, it would be embarrassing.
Anyways, let's move this along. So we get to the arena, and Kito is just like, "Don't worry, Gon, just use your hand." He just pushes them off because he's so strong from doing the testing gate.
Yeah, which now it makes more sense like why they had to go through this weird like door test before. It's like, okay, well, obviously there was a reason, but like it helped even more so for him to get stronger in Heaven's Arena.
Yeah, it made sense narratively, just for like, oh, it's a pit stop.
Yeah.
And then when they get to Heaven's Arena, he's pushing everybody off, and Kito is just doing the back to the neck chop.
That's right.
And then finally they actually wind up against this kid that they meet in the arena when they get to like the 100s floors, I think. 100 to 200.
I think so.
That's the number. The number doesn't matter. The point is this is an area with slightly stronger people.
Yeah.
And this one kid almost does this ability, but his teacher, Wing, just yells out his name. And he stops.
He's like, you're not ready for this.
And Kito, and the one thing is Kito is never able to knock the kid out, but he does beat him in the fight.
Right.
And that's when and that's when they start teaching them about Nen.
That is when Nen is introduced. Yes. Yeah, because the kid's younger, but he just hasn't trained as much. But considering the kid could even like,
well, he's been practicing in Nen, not.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because Kilo wouldn't have been able to knock him or win if the kid wasn't just younger and hadn't trained as much too.
Oh yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were kind of going. I didn't know where you were going because you were stumbling through it. So I'm like, where's she?
I'm trying to figure it out too.
You're like a train without any tracks. Anyways, so he teaches them about Nen, but he doesn't actually teach them about Nen. He's like, they're not ready to start learning yet. They need time, like you have time. And it just goes to show how powerful Nen is. Even if you're at a very basic level with Nen, you're stronger than somebody who's been training all their life to be able to kill with the snap of a finger.
Which, can I say, I think it's kind of hard to believe that the hunters don't have to know Nen before they pass their exam.
Well, because remember they tell you that the final exam for the hunter exam is to pass.
Yeah, I guess it is technically. So, like, if you didn't learn Nen, then you would lose your hunter's license. But it's just interesting, like, how no one really has to do any Nen to win the hunter's games.
It's because they don't want to. First of all, not everybody knows about Nen. And you wouldn't want to reveal that secret to just anybody.
But why does it matter if people know about Nen?
Because it would discourage people from taking the exam. Because think about how many people took the exam and how many people actually knew Nen when they finished. There was like
I guess it's like, because like in this world it seems like everyone knows Nen now, but
that's just because we're meeting other people who know Nen.
It's still like an insanely low amount of the population who know Nen, right?
Yeah,
like
it's probably
1%.
like Maybe 10%.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of weaklings with Nen too.
Okay, and then there's like 1% are like really strong, like.
Yeah, and then like 0.01% are like really, really strong.
Yeah.
Like the chairman Netero.
Uh-huh. I know that name.
It's the old guy with the beard who made the test in the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You remember the beard?
He's like the president of the Hunters.
Yeah, he is.
People.
He is the president of the Hunters.
Yeah, I would hope he would know Nen.
Well, he's one of the strongest Nen users, and he later says that Gon's dad Jing is one of the top 5 Nen users in the world.
Right.
Which is a huge honor.
Yeah, I'd say so. But anyway, yeah, we're introduced to Nen finally.
Well, we're sort of introduced to it because he lies about it.
Yeah.
And then he realizes he has to teach them it because otherwise they'll die. Because the thing with Nen is so powerful that if you go against someone who has Nen and you don't, and they're just even basically qualified to use it,
yeah,
they could easily kill you without even trying.
Right, yeah. It's like just hitting someone with a baseball bat or something like that. Just,
no, it's worse. It's like shooting someone with a sniper rifle.
Sure, yeah. You're just like dead.
Or as Wing said,
Instant.
it's like a naked person standing in a blizzard not understanding why they're cold.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally is forced to teach them how to use basic Nen.
That's right.
Just to protect themselves from Nen attack. Just like the basic protection, not even like good protection.
Yeah.
Just like wearing a basic
like
vest.
a shield or something, yeah.
Yeah. And so they learn that, and then Gon tries to go against somebody who is experienced in Nen and uses his spinning tops. And Gon not only gets defeated, but he breaks an arm.
Yeah, that's right.
Wing
And then,
just walks up to it and just goes, whack!
that's right.
He's like, no training for, I think it was like a month?
yeah,
Because he had to wait to heal?
Yeah, until you heal, or like a month, yeah. But then of course, Gon heals like way earlier. Because he's got like main character healing abilities.
The doctor said it would take him 2 months.
And it took him
But he said it would only take him a month. And I think it took him even less than that. They even say later, like, his
3 weeks
regeneration
or
is way better than that.
Yeah.
But he keeps his promise and doesn't practice Nen except for, like, one of the very basic, just strengthening your inner aura.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then, once they start training and they learn about the different types of Nen, there's,
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I wish
there's only
I could.
6.
That's a lot.
It is.
I still haven't kept on track of them all. And I feel so bad, too, because the intro explains them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, every time I just zoned out.
Well, it's because the thing is...
I'm sorry.
It's fine, I don't even have them all memorized off the
okay.
top of my head. Because the thing is, the show doesn't actually show you a lot of different characters with each of the different styles. They do, but not a whole bunch. Like, Enhancer is the obvious one. You're gonna remember Enhancer because it's just strengthening your body for physical attacks and defensive blocks. And then...
Manipulators.
and then the opposite is Specialist, which is, that can be anything. So that one's easy to remember.
Yeah, and then of course there's what's his name has, who
Kito
can
is
make
Manipulator.
something out of.
Oh, you're talking about
Conjurer?
Kurapika.
Conjure.
Yeah, I think he's a conjurer, where they can...
Oh yeah, because he conjures...
yeah, you can conjure up objects
things
or
up.
beings.
Yeah, that's right.
Manipulator, which is the ones who can manipulate their aura into different states, like make it into fire or make it into rubbery gum like Hisoka does.
Yeah.
And then...
what is this called? Oh yeah, we learned about
gum.
his power.
His Nen is Bungee Gum.
Which makes me think so much of Gum Gum.
Oh yeah, every
from
time
One
she hears it,
Piece.
she's like,
Gummo,
Gummo,
no!
and it's like, wait, nope. He's
No,
the
just
villain,
kidding.
sort of.
Well, yeah, but either way, it's like, nope, it's definitely not that power.
But we finally get to see Gon and Killua learn basic Nen, and they're a lot better now that they've learned it, and they're able to
it
defeat
just goes
those
to
guys.
show you how powerful Nen is. Like, they're just learning the bare minimum of Nen, and they're, like, smoking everybody.
Yeah, well, because the people they were against are people who know the bare minimum of Nen, but they never really got
Learn
good
to
at Nen,
control it, and
they never really trained
train.
themselves. And they also teach you that if you don't stay in your lane or your area of expertise.
yeah, I love that part about it, where it's like you don't want to go too far from your,
Your natural area
your
of expertise.
natural, yeah, like it's kind of in singing too, like you know, like you have vocal types, and like you can do other things. Like I have a range that's higher, but my natural easy way of doing things is alto, which is a lower female voice. So it makes sense for a lot of different things to be like, well, you can branch out, but don't branch out too much because you might like. I'm not gonna die from singing super high, but I'll sound scratchy and I'll hurt my throat.
Yeah, you'll ruin your. Well, it could be this. It's the same. Like it's bad consequences.
It's just not good. Yeah,
and
so it's very relatable to real life.
And Hisoka fights against that one guy who could have made like a really good enhancer type of Nen ability, but then because he tried to focus on like a cheap trick, he ends up trying to make a manipulator, and I forget what the other one was. two different paths, which are the furthest.
Oh.
Yeah, conjure and manipulator.
He conjured up images of himself.
Yeah, he made a clone,
Duplicates.
so he's manipulating the clone and he's conjuring the clone at the same time.
But he was an enhancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did two paths that are way on the
Yeah.
opposite side of him. So not only is he going to be weak in both of them,
Yeah.
but he's not strengthening anything he's really, really good at.
Yeah, which is like, I love that because it's teaching us how Nen works while like just showing how strong Hisoka is at the same time.
Yeah, and just showing how strong you can be, even if you're not good at Nen. Like, even if you do something all the wrong way, you'll still be stronger than probably most average people.
Oh, yeah. Even he was like, I'm certain I'm gonna win. I remember that. I was like,
Yeah.
dang.
And he actually had a really strong ability. He was able to just, like, chop off both of Hisoka's arms easily.
That's right.
But
And then
Hisoka's fucking insane, so it doesn't matter.
Hisoka's a crazy motherfucker.
And he has such a cool Nen ability with his bungee gum, and then he also has that other one which lets him change the texture and the look of any sort of object.
That's right. Yeah. He's a really good villain,
Yeah.
if you want to call it a villain.
I'd say he's an anti-villain,
Yeah.
because he's not an anti-hero. Anti-heroes do bad things for good reasons. He does good things for bad reasons, because everything he does is only for himself.
Oh yeah, he's an extreme narcissist. Like he only does things if it benefits him, but it doesn't mean he won't do good things.
Yeah.
I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like when he helped Golan pass the Hunter exam, he did that because he wanted Golan to get stronger later.
so he could fight him.
So he could fight him to the death.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's what we're kind of part of one of the many story elements we're looking forward to, and it still hasn't happened in the story yet, even where I'm at.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
surprised.
get that then, and then we get to
confident.
finally see a good fight between Golan and Hisoka, and he gets to punch Hisoka in the face, gives him back the tag. So he's finished that task.
And then he just walks away.
No.
No.
He still loses to Hisoka, but he puts up a decent fight, and even Hisoka's like, did a good job, but next time we meet, it won't be here in the arena. It'll be where we can kill each other.
That's right. Yeah. Was he following Gon? Like, why had they end up in the same place?
No, he said that. He said,
No, at the Heaven's Arena.
Yeah. When they met, he said the reason was because he knew that, he's like, I knew you had to train eventually, so I assumed you might end up here or many of the other places that you could train.
Hisoka's creepy.
But he's very smart and very skilled.
Yes.
And he's a very entertaining character.
Also, to say he's creepy is an understatement. But yeah, he's very just, but in like a good way, because you kind of like him, even though you know you shouldn't.
Well, he hasn't
He's
done that.
weird.
Well, it's because he also hasn't done that many bad things. What I mean by bad things is, like, you know, murder is bad, but it's like, if you're not murdering innocents, how bad is it?
Right. Yeah, I guess.
So,
And it's anime, so.
yeah, well, it's like, obviously he's not a good person, but lots of
He's
people
definitely
kill in this
killed.
show who are good people.
Yeah, true. But he's definitely killed people just for his own gain, not just out of like, oh, he was gonna attack me, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously. But like I said, this is like, it's like how... It's this whole moral thing. Is it evil to kill all the time, or are there exceptions? Also, this is an animated show. It's not like we're actually killing people.
Yeah, because if it was live action, that's real. That's murder.
That's exactly what I meant. Totally.
That's
Every
totally
time someone
scary.
dies in
Oh,
Avengers, it means the actor has to
I
die in
knew
real life. They're
it!
actually just doing...
Illuminati confirmed!
Illuminati.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I don't. But anyways, that was the Zoldyck family and the Heaven's Arena arc.
Yeah, it was really good.
Both really fun. Not a lot to talk about, like the last one.
Yeah, I mean, it was just cool to see them get stronger.
I think it's because there's just a lot of action. You don't really talk about like the action. There's not a lot of story or...
Oh, you do find out that Hisoka is pretending to be a spider.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Because you see him super ripped, which, what the fuck? And then he has the spider thing on his back.
Yeah, he has the fourth spider tattoo, and they're all
But
saying...
it's fake.
But it's fake, and they also tell you the troop will be in York New City in June, which is also the same time Kurapika is going to be there, along with the rest of the gang. And who is Kurapika's number one target? The spider.
Exactly.
So it's all going to collide.
So it's a important arc, but it's also setting up another arc, which I guess is pretty normal.
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
For anime in general.
So these two arcs are both kind of setup arcs, but so they're kind of short, but they're...
Heaven's Arena is longer, and obviously there's a lot of information.
And the teaching of Nen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's an information dump in the
Unless
best
we talk
way.
about Nen, this video is going to be pretty short.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they teach us a little bit how it works more so too.
And if it's really good,
a lot more.
I really like the stepping stone for Nen because it really starts you off with like, here's what Nen is. It's strengthening the spirit and the soul to so you can have outward control over it to affect the real world.
Yeah.
And then it's also teaching you about the different categories of Nen and which one they all fit into. Obviously, Golan being the main character is just going to be he's either going to be the most OP one or the most basic one. That's how it always is in anime.
So it's easy to understand, I think, too, for the audience.
He's an enhancer, the most basic one. Just strengthen your body.
But he's the most OP as well?
No, I'm saying in anime, they whenever they make an anime character, the anime character will either have the most basic ability, or they will have the most OP ability that no one else in the world has.
Which is kind of both. I see. Like something completely different.
Yeah, like if his was the most OP, it would probably be like some sort of specialist ability.
Yeah, which I'm really surprised they didn't give him the specialist ability. I thought they would, because it's like, it's so rare to be a specialist. Well, it's sort of rare.
Well, it's
I thought that was interesting.
It's because the writer just
it's
he
fine.
just wants them to be a regular protagonist, where they get stronger by improving themselves, not by having an inherent.
I'm not
betterness.
complaining. Yeah, I mean, like, it's good. Like, it's. I think it's arguably better storytelling, because then it's like, he really has to work just as hard as everyone else. It doesn't make him just like, he's got this amazing special ability and just knows how to work and do, he has this amazing special ability that no one else has, so it's easier for him, so that's good. But yeah, that's about it. I like that arc a lot.
I like both those arcs. They're a lot of fun. It's a lot of action, so it works more for me.
I liked it, though. It wasn't just action. It was like a good balance of action and explaining the magic system and just cute anime stuff. And I will say I really like this magic system.
Nen.
Like, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Nen is it's definitely in my top 5.
I think it's really well done.
It's really well done because it has these very important rules to it.
Yeah.
But it's also loose enough to where you can kind of stretch it to.
And it's easy to
character.
Understand enough.
Yeah.
Like, if I just rewatched this arc, I could probably be like, now I get it.
Yeah.
Like, if I focus, like, it was consciously trying to.
Instead of just relaxing and watching the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you were reading a book of this, it would probably be a lot easier because you read it and you're like, okay, I get it.
Absolutely.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, click that like button. If you would like to see more, click that subscribe button. We'll try and post here as often as we can. And if there's an Nen ability that you like or would like to have, comment down below. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, all of you, for watching this far into the video. I would really like it if you press that like button. Really helps small creators like myself. If you want to come talk to me live, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Link in the description. If you want more content like this, click that red subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.